Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Mason Wynn stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two. That one the other way. Tosses the first. One out in the top of the first. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground as he checked his swing. Bare hand grab, and he
safe. He's in.
That's a hit. Great try there.
Oh, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. That pitch got way in on him, and he couldn't do much with it, but good hustle to get up the line and turn that into an infield.
Oh, gets dirty. There's one.
Out.
Double play. What a clean killing to end the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. And a pitch. Misses inside, and that's ball one. Strike. And the right-hander deals. On the inside corner for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and it is. And one gone. And now it's Luis Garcia. Ciani settles under this one. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And now it's Christian Walker.
Oh,
2
and 1.
Base is empty.
Ball.
The mark there, and it's 1-1. And
ball
another
2.
Ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Top of the second, and now it's Rowdy Tellez. And the right-hander back to work. He's in there, and that is strike 1. Mize, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that skips in the dirt. hit to right. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. That
Ball.
misses, and that's ball one. Tellez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swung on, belted. Deep. That one way back there, and that one's going to land not so much here, but here. That was blasted to the moon, and the Cardinals have the lead now. It's 2-0. And here is Lars Nootbaar. Just missed.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Spoke to right, but he's got it.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Ivan Herrera stands in here.
0-1's
Tried
the
to hold
count.
back his swing there, but went around. Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
On the run. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now Alec Burleson. Swinging a foul straight back. And a pitch.
Ball inside.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Here's Austin Riley. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. Big swing and a miss.
Oh, that's that slurve
No
right
balls,
there.
2
He
strikes.
threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That's a ball.
Up and in, ball 1.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to
inside,
respect
ball
this
2.
hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
3-2.
Another ball. The Cubs down by a pair. Bottom half of inning number 2. Snags it for the second out. Cal Raleigh, the next Cub to hit. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Judge makes the catch, and that'll do it. On to the third inning. Now batting Michael Ciani. And here it comes. Right through there for a strike. And
Ball, that's in.
off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1.
That's a
Wouldn't
ball.
chase that time. Lifted in the air, right center field. Acuna after it. Puts it away for the out. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. First
Inside,
pitch
ball
doesn't
1.
find the zone. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And that'll fall for a base hit.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there.
Got him.
That'll do it. Here at Wrigley Field, stepping in, Will Brennan. Gray back to work. And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Kicks and fires.
That's ball 2. We got a full count.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a payoff pitch. Nice grab. Throw to first.
He's out.
Man retired here in the 3rd. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1's the count.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next offering upstairs.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And a 2-1 on the way. Runner on the go. That one fouled off. 2-2. Here comes the pitch.
3.
2 gone now. Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
Next
Ball,
pitch
that's
is outside. Pena off of first with 2 away. And Acuna retired. And that's the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. On to the 4th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Aaron Judge. Check swing, and he held up.
Whoa, recognized that pitch just in time. Able to keep those hands back.
Ball.
Just
That's
off the inside edge.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Next offering is in for a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
3-2.
On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Here's Rowdy Tellez.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Swing and a grounder foul, first base side. Right side, hard hit. Sends it to first.
He's out.
2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs, base is empty. Wilson Contreras next up for the Cardinals. On a line out towards center. Pro Armstrong puts it away, and that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. And that one wrapped foul. The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
steps on
Out.
first for the out. So up now for Chicago, Christian Walker. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Oh, he's looking great so
0-1's
far.
the count.
It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Oh, look at the stop. Gathers and throws. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth. And now Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Tellez. The tag, and
On
he's
the
out.
tag. Out.
And the Cubs go 1-2-3. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Nootbaar goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2018. 0-2 now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Raleigh makes the catch. 1 away. And now it's Ivan Herrera. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's 0 for 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Back-to-back singles. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Ciani, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Out towards right center field. Acuna sizing this one up. And there's 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Mason Wynn, the next to hit.
Oh, that's out.
1-0.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner,
That's
that slider's
ball 2.
going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hard hit left side. Tosses to
Got it.
first, and that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Austin Riley. And
Ball
that's
inside.
off the inside edge, and it's 1-0.
Ball
Just
2.
missed. Makes the grab, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Raleigh, the batter
0-1.
now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Big swing and a miss.
0-2.
That
Off the
pitch
plate, ball
just
1.
misses the inside corner. 1-2 to count. And
Ball.
that's in the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that chance handled. Takes it himself.
He's out.
Home man for the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. And up next for Chicago, Will Brennan. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No balls,
Looking
2
sharp, just
strikes.
a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That
1 ball,
misses in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Wynn makes the catch. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Brendan Donovan. Mize back to work. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Liner out at second.
From up here, it looked like that liner might be splitting the gap in right center. That's one of those atom balls you just have to live with as a hitter.
Hit hard, that gets through. Man at first with one gone. Next to hit, Rowdy Tellez. And there's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. He's already homered in this game. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. Lined into left center, base hit. Here comes the judge around third. He's safe.
Hey, he made it.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
On the ground to third, and that squirts through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they lead by 4.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Arenado up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. In the air, fairly deep to right field. He's got it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th. So up now for Chicago, Jeremy Pena. The right-hander back to work. A bit behind with that swing.
0-1's the count.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Pena gets his lead at first, nobody out.
Ball, that's inside.
The inside edge. And it's a ball and a strike. And it's in for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel
inside,
to and to keep it fair.
Donovan. Off his feet, there's 1. Here's Acuna now. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. The Cubbies down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Man on second, 2 down. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Makes the catch. Inning over. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, Michael Ciani. The pitch. Base hit center field. And that turns the lineup over.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Brennan makes the play, and there's one down. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 3. On the ground, right side. Oh, and it hits the base. And they get the out after the ricochet. It's Aaron Judge now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
That's a ball.
The pitch a little bit low, ball 1. That
Ball
one
2.
missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this
2-0.
at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Hit hard, base hit. Around third, the throw in. He'll score, and the lead is up to 5.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body.
He's
Tosses
out.
to first, and the inning is over. Back here at the friendly confines, bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Christian Walker swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Ball for a strike. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Alec Burleson. Pinch hitter coming on, Dansby Swanson. Looking to start something with 1 gone. And a foul ball. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
The Redbirds leading by 5. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And
Nope.
that's outside.
Outside.
And
Nope.
that one is inside.
That's inside.
Righty delivers. And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel.
This one blasted the other way, down the line, and it's a foul ball. Two down. And next for the Cubs, Cal Raleigh. Judge makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, and here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. See you win.
0-1's the count.
Next
Nope.
offering
Ball 1.
is down low. And a pitch. That one ripped left field. Brennan going back on this one. Holy Toledo. It just got out of here. His second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 6-0. And now Lars Nootbaar back there. Holy Toledo. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0. Ivan Herrera next up. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Julian Merriweather.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Arenado now at the plate as he swings through strike
0-1.
And the righty deals. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And up next for St. Louis, Michael Ciani. Out towards left center. Hauls it in after a long run. And that's the 3rd out. Here at Wrigley Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, Will Brennan. The pitch. Foul ball there. The pitch. Wynn makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And up next for Chicago, Jeremy Pena. He's late there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And
Ball,
that
that's
one off
outside.
the outside edge. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw over to
He's
Tellez.
out.
2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And he can't make the play. And that extends the inning. An uncharacteristic mistake from a really good defensive player. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter. Can also flash some power. Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can
0-2
focus
the
on the
count.
pitch.
At the belt and fire.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This one in the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 outs. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
3.
That is the 3rd out of the year. And we're back. Now And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. The wind and the pitch. Just off the outside edge. And we're underway here in the home opener. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Out to short. Out on a bang play.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Fastball right back to the mound.
Out.
Slings to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Aaron Judge. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Boog, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike
no ball.
2.
2 strike.
2 outs, base is empty.
1
Next
and 2.
offering way upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Whips it across. St. Louis goes down in order. Bottom of the first. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. And the pitch. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch.
No strike.
And that one gets away at the plate. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Acuna at third with nobody out. And fouled off. Next offering in there for a
1 ball. 2
strike. That is strike 2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Christian Walker. Now
no
the
ball.
Box
1 strike.
Comes up empty with a swing there.
Oh.
And that's off the inside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh.
Got a good eye there. Two now. Good job to fight that one off. Comes the 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially
2
strikes.
He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And he can't come up with it. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Kirby, 26 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. To the right side. To first.
Out.
1 up, 1 down. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
That's
so a nice
ball.
job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
The 1-0.
Nope, that's away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground.
Garcia over to second, and that's 2.
He's out.
here at the friendly confines. Here's Austin Riley. A wide to kick the pitch. Into center field. That'll fall for a hit.
Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center
One ball,
field.
no strike.
Cal Raleigh at the plate now. That's ball one. That one at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And one away. Will Brennan, the next Cub to hit. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3.
Yeah.
It's a double play. And that'll do it. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Now at the plate, Ivan Herrera. A swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Nolan Arenado in the box now as he leaves that one up high. That's in there. And it's 1-1. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time. Now here is Michael Ciani. And speaking of that defense, it's hard to imagine that in high school Arenado shared the left side of the infield with another elite defender, Matt Chapman, at El Toro High School in California. Line drive. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. This one in the air. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. Lynn back to work. This one in the air, right field. Nootbaar makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss.
No ball.
Strike
1 strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third.
Ball.
Pitch misses there. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one is absolutely belted. And no one can get there. Round second, taken for third. The relay. Close play,
He made it
but
safe.
in there. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Nope,
First
that's
pitch
off the plate.
misses. 1 away with a runner at third. Here in the last half of the third.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. And a
1
count
ball,
1
1 strike.
1.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to
1 and
drive
2.
in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Arenado sends it across
Yeah.
the first, but it's 1-0 as the run scores. Luis Garcia will hit next.
Good situational hitting right there. Grounds out, gets that run in from third. They get on the board first.
Out to center. And that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, here's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. The wind of the pitch. Fouls one off out of play back to our left.
You know, these Cards, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats. And
That's a ball.
I don't think they've lived up to their
1-1.
own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers.
Strike 2.
They're hitting into a lot of
1
outs
ball, 2
early in
strike.
the at-bat.
Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run. Aaron Judge at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And it's second. Into center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, but now he won't try for third. Stays put with one away. Rowdy Tellez next up for the Cardinals. Lined into right. And Acuna able to make the grab. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. Contreras swings and blasts one. Well hit. Left field. Pulls it in on the warning track. Bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. And a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Win. And one gone to the point as they get the leadoff man. And next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And that one is off the wall. The throw into second, and that's a double. And it's second with one away. At the plate, Austin Riley. Right back to him on the mound.
Out.
Throws to first in time. Now 2 away. Cal Raleigh digs in now. Went down on strikes his first time through. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down.
Oh.
Inside, just missed.
It's a good take.
Chases that one out of the zone. That ends the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, and now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Cardinals definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bang! A soaring shot to center. It's 1-1. Herrera in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that one fouled off.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for him at times.
And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Crow Armstrong ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's Nolan Arenado. Fly to right his first time. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Relay to second, and he's
on the tag. He's out.
2. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Michael Ciani. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Will Brennan. And he deals. Fouls one off out of play back to our left. Brennan measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round. back in 2019. Kicks and deals. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. Donovan gets it to first.
You're out.
And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. And up next for Chicago, Jeremy Pena. Bounced out to short. Win. Fires to first on the run.
You're out.
And that quickly 2 away. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Swings through that.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's
0-2.
Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball.
Ball 1 there.
1-2.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Swing. And that's a strikeout. Top of the 6th inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. And the right-hander back to work.
That's
the
the
mark
ball.
there. Ball 1.
1-0. Ball
The
2.
shortstop takes the ball.
2-0.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. To third, Riley. Zips it to
Got it.
first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now up for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Bang! And they slide in front in the 6th. It's 2-1. High in the air, out to right. Acuna there. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Righty to the plate. Foul ball. And here it comes. Now fly ball to right center. Crow Armstrong moves after it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. And we're back. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the pitch. They get the out on Acuna. 1 up, 1 down. Luis Garcia getting ready to hit. And a foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The Cards up by a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And that one handled. Over to first. And a couple of quick outs. Christian Walker, the next Cub to hit. First pitch swinging.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Way out front for strike
1 ball,
2.
2 strikes.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Arenado to
You're
first in time. 3 up. Back here at the friendly confines. We go to the top of the 7th. And now the Cardinals catcher, Wilson Contreras.
That's
That
a
one
ball.
off the mark. And that is ball 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's a base hit. Throws to second. And he's
On the
out.
tag.
Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball there. 1 out, base is empty. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Hooks it away for the out. 2 away. And the batter now, Ivan Herrera. 1 for 2. That one the other way. Garcia. On to first.
Out.
That's the 3rd out. Back here at Wrigley Field, set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's going to be Alec Burleson. Lynn back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. And downstairs.
Well, you get to this
2
part
balls,
of the
no
order.
strike.
Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
In plenty of time to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So up next, Austin Riley. And a base hit right there.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Raleigh in the box now, takes strike 1. With the tying run on at first, here at the bottom of the 7th.
That's a ball.
Now 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Will Brennan, the next to hit. Outfield playing pretty shallow.
Your base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Squeezes it, and that is the inning. We go to the 8th. Here's Nolan Arenado. The new pitcher in the game, Hayden Wesneski.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Left field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the center fielder, Michael Ciani.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay
That's
close.
out the corner.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Wisniewski, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2019. That's a base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with 1 away.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Pounding ball here, rolls foul. The pitch. Fouled off. He was late.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Kicks and fires.
2-2.
Check swing, but he held up. This to center field. Crow Armstrong right there to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Brendan Donovan next up for the Cardinals. He's already homered in this game. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I don't know how he's...
Intentional pass coming. Base is now loaded, though it does set up a force at every base. And next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Rowdy Tellez. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab. On to the bottom of the eighth, and now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. The pitch. Base hit center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
On the ground, out to short. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. And now the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. 1 for 3. Nootbaar moves under it. Hauls it in. 1 away. 2 on, 1 out. Luis Garcia, the next Cub to hit. Known for his late inning heroics.
He's going,
Double steal. Swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
And the throw. He's out at third. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And a foul ball. He stays alive. So the tying run at second.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He fouls it off. Will do it again.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Lopez gets the swing and the miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Here at Wrigley Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Wilson Contreras. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Lars Nootbaar will hit next. Line drive to short.
Nice swing and good solid contact. That ball was smoked, but needed a little more lift to get into the outfield gap. Maybe a little more backspin.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Ivan Herrera. In there for strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Line to left. Diving, gets down, couldn't the extra bases. Contreras headed home. He'll score easily. And they take a 2-run lead.
Well done, drives in the run. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Whips it to first. And they get Arenado for the out. And now here is Michael Ciani. On the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. So bottom of the ninth. So up now for Chicago, Christian Walker. Found back our way, and that's out of play.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally.
Here's
Right on
the
the
tag,
tag.
and he's out.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Next is the designated hitter, Alec Burleson.
1-0.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
So they're down to their final out. Austin Riley, the next Cub to hit.
1-0.
Here we
The
go.
hold up, appeal to first, no swing. The 1-0. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cardinals claim the win here behind some great pitching and